Hello, and welcome to Grug Gaming, and welcome back to our playthrough of Dominions 4. In this episode, we are continuing our single-minded pursuit of destroying the god of this nation, and causing him to regret ever marching south upon the Empire of Ermor. At the same time as we are chasing him down, we have our other major army surrounding this fortress and fighting against the nation of Helheim and their god of Narzaruth. So let's go ahead and see if we can catch a god on this episode. Got quite a few battles happening here. We've summoned our clockwork horrors, and there was a battle in Might Marsh. Here we have our haggard army, but full of mages. And it looks like, again, he's run from us. That coward. I don't want to watch until we catch him. We lost some of our weak troops that we just have set up to run forward. I'm not worried about that until we catch up to the god. There was a battle in Behemoth's Rest. And it's just our province defense against an elephant. This probably will not turn out well for us. Nope. There goes the province defense. We actually defeated them. I didn't expect that. That's amazing. And then there was a battle in Chibia. I bet this is where he ran off to. Province defense of ours, it looks like, against something on fire. Fiery imps. So Bertios has made a deal with the devil, summoning demons to fight us. And it looks like it's because these Baritian priests are blood mages. The only saving grace here is that these troops that are dying are costing us nothing. Well, they cost us initially, but we're not losing that many. And several of our troops have broken through, and if they can get up to this priest and kill him, then even if we lose this battle, it might be worth it. Speed it back up. Never mind, they're turning around because they want to make bad battle decisions. And never mind. So we lost all of our province defense. Took out some undead, but this doesn't matter. We've got some tough opponents on all of our borders. A couple unexpected events, some extra gold from a prospector genius finding a small deposit. Increased taxes from a harvest that's been bountiful. We've destroyed the gates at Helheim, but we need more time to succeed. Oh, we started to destroy. We're not ready to assault the fortress yet. Some battle afflictions have occurred. And it looks like we've got again some starvation from lack of supplies. Let's see where he's run to now, shall we? It looks like he's run to the north. And there's only a few enemy troops here. So let's take this small amount. We're going to tell these two mages to just cast spells. What's here? 5 enemy units of fiery imps. I don't know that those two on their own would be able to take those out. They're going to need some troops to help them. Let's recruit some troops and think about enacting that at a future time to take that province back. But we're not done chasing down this enemy god. We're not giving up on this mission. Let's go ahead and put some province defense behind us. And we're just going to spend money on these province defenses to keep these troops at bay. We're continuing to assault. We're continuing to recruit an army down here that we're going to send with our prophet up against Abyssia eventually. Continuing to recruit. Let's continue to chase down this god. I hope at home the rest of you are rooting with me. Abyssia has had to get another prophet. With all these prophets being summoned by these other nations, I can only assume that there are a large number of battles happening in areas that we can't see. Either that, or the prophets that were chosen were of old age and have begun to die off as the game has progressed. We have the battle in Might Marsh. Here's their god. And here's our army. Let's see if our battle plan worked. So we have all of our mages casting their communion spells. We have the enemy god, 212 hit points. I am not a big fan of the fact that I should have told our slaves, see if we can find one of our slaves here, to hold and not cast any spells because they're wasting their fatigue that we need our communion masters to use to cast Fireball. Why are we casting her Horror Mark? I thought we... Unless we're using this completely incorrectly. So our communion mages, they're not gaining the spell level they require. Even though they're set as masters, and these communion slaves are set as slaves. I am unfortunately completely unsure as to what's happening. But it looks like having them do what they've wanted has caused them to cast a paralyzing spell on the enemy. So, unable to fight back, he is now sitting there, allowing our troops to simply hack into him. We've killed a god. Ladies and gentlemen, we have had our revenge. We have destroyed the god of Baratos. Now, they'll be able to pray and bring him back, but when they do, his magical powers will have gone one less than what they were, which means that he'll be getting weaker and weaker every time. And we only lost a single slinger. I don't know why our masters and slaves are not working properly, but a win's a win in a battle, and I'm not going to complain. Baratos, we've killed their god. Their war will not end until every one of our people is dead. I think they're going to come to regret that. 2 battle afflictions were cured, and we have a lack of supplies. Well, we're already on a roll with this army, and I'm not sure how it's not working. But I don't want to stop a good thing while it's happening. So I'm going to go ahead and leave everything the way it is, as opposed to figuring out why it's not working, and have these troops march along and reclaim the property that we lost. Here in Helheim, we're still sieging this castle. I'm hoping soon we'll be able to knock through the gates. Our recruitment continues. I know I keep saying that every turn, but this army is growing and growing, and we'll soon be able to march on Abyssia. And we are replenishing our troops. Now, one thing that is hurting us, you may notice that our upkeep is going up and up every turn. Every one of these troops that we recruit, these augurs, they cost us 52 gold a year. So that means they cost 5 gold, about 5 gold every single month, every single turn into our upkeep. So that's why our upkeep keeps getting inflated so quickly. But it was effective. We need to go ahead. I'd like to summon more horrors. You can see we're running low on earth gems. Actually, we have some death gems now. Let's use those. And I'm going to revive a Bane. This is an undead general that we're going to be able to send out with undead troops that we're going to summon in. But let's keep this army moving here. Let's not stop while we're on a roll. Make sure we're still recruiting here. We can recruit one more a turn. I'm feeling good, folks. I hope you're feeling good with me that we finally took him down. I'm excited beyond belief. We've paid them back. We cast Revive Bane. In Wicker Woods, you can cast spells at us all day, kill a few units every once in a while. You're not going to beat us that way. A battle in Chibia. This is us fighting those few little fire imps that were left behind. With the magic we have going on, I don't know why we're suddenly casting Fireball now like it's the greatest thing ever. These imps are Fire Shield, Fire Resistant. We lost 1 Slinger and 3 Lion Tribe Warriors, which I'm fine with. I still have no idea what's happening in that battle. There's so much magic happening. We took out their priest, though, one of their blood mages. That's great. An unexpected event. We found another magic item. Found some gold. We finally breached this fortification. We can finally storm the capital of Helheim. And we've had 2 battle afflictions occurred where that priest is. Let's go ahead, take this gold. I think 11 for this back province will be fine. 30 enemy units. Let's just keep heading north for now. We'll run back if we have to, but I want to continue this assault. And here, we're going to go ahead and storm the castle. I think we need to recruit an army to actually put with our mages. So we're storming the castle, chasing them back out of the area where this throne is. And here's the Bane that we summoned. As you can see, he's an undead leader. He's able to lead 120 undead or demons. As an undead, he is weak to banishment, so we have to be careful when we fight priests. But we can now use some of those death gems to summon wights. Because they're undead, they require an undead leader. But we'll summon them in and we'll be able to put them with him. Alright. Let's storm this castle. And let's see if we can take back this throne using our mages. And in fact, what I'm going to do, because we're not even using the communion spells, let's go ahead and see if we can get them to actually fight the way we wanted them to. Nope. I have no idea. I'm going to have to look in and find out why this isn't working. So let's go ahead, change this to just cast spells, get rid of all this. All of our... Oh, that doesn't help for you. All of our work for naught. Again, I will have to research and find out why this is not working for us when it should be. And most likely it's because I'm doing something wrong. But in the meantime, we have all these mages. Let's let them do the work for us, shall we? Quite a few battles occurring. We've cast Revive Wights. There's the battle in Gladewood. Again, we're giving our mages free reign. Oh, I don't even know what's happening here. Looks like we have some Spine Devils. A Devil. Serpent Fiends. And the Bride in Waiting, who's a Blood Mage. So basically, Theratos is throwing a large number of magical beings at us to try and fortify their armies now that they don't have their god with them. Let's see how our mages handle this on without any direction. Apparently our overall plan is to do nothing useful. The serpents, let's go ahead and zoom in here, are flying units, and so they were able to come across the entire battlefield to attack us. But luckily, I think we'll be able to hold them off. The enemy armies starting to advance. We have so much magic that we're throwing at them. It's not particularly strong, but it seems to be doing the trick. And it even looks like, yes, we are beginning to chew through them. One downside to the huge number of mages that we have now is that so many spells are being cast, the battles take quite a while to watch. Hopefully it's entertaining for you though, as it is for me, to watch us wreak havoc on the enemy. And there they're beginning to flee. So we lost a standard, some militia, again, just a mishmash of regular troops, taking out just a few of theirs, not nearly as many as we would have wished to, but still taking the day. I think if we can get more of our Principe in this and figure out what our mages are doing, this is going to be a power to be reckoned with. And then we have the battle in Helheim. This is us storming the gates. Let's see who's in their army here. We have their god, Ner'zhul. We have a couple Mound Kings. We have their new prophet back again, who's going to come back as a white if it dies here. This particular troop is an amazing amount of skills. We've only fought this character a couple times, so with the amount of experience it has, the computer must have been fighting the other factions with this main leader the entire time to have it have this many powers. Let's go ahead and see how we hold up. I do wish that we had all of the mages on the other side with us here today. You can see that Ner'zhul continues to summon undead to attack us in huge numbers. And there's even more up here. There's not much to say as we watch this battle take place, except just to sit here and hope that we hold out. banishment spell from our priest is definitely helping. You can see it hitting numbers of enemies at a time. We are taking a lot of hits from the towers. It looks like our Amazons are fleeing the battlefield. I think we're about to be routed. There we go. Well, a disappointing battle. Against all of these mages, casting death spells and summoning undead over and over, it's becoming very difficult for us to take down Ner'Zharuth. In the bulwarks, we found some nature gems, and again we had 2 battle afflictions cured. So our fortunes have kind of turned. We're beginning to take back our territory here, but it looks like we've reached a stalemate with Helheim and the sheer number of undead they're able to bring forth on the battlefield. We'll have to figure out a plan to handle Helheim and hold our wins in the north on the next episode of Gaming with Grug. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you next time.